Yesterday when I was explaining you renewable resources, what are the main sources of main sources of renewable energy? You know that we have air and water. So what were the two main sources I told you? What are the two main sources of renewable energy?
Sun and
Earth.
Earth.
Okay. So an energy resource is a natural resource used to generate electricity. And there were four pictures what I've shown you in the video from where we can generate electricity by natural process. We can generate electricity by natural resource. So what were the four things, girls? One by solar panels. Then what were the other things, girls? How can you generate electricity by natural process? By renewable sources. Because if I say coal is a non-renewable.
Non-renewable.
So I cannot say that. When I'm talking about renewable resource, so what can you say? I've shown you some pictures.
Windmills.
Excellent. Windmills. You have seen that wind, because of wind, how the turbines and everything can move. And next, dams, the water electricity, we call it as hydroelectric power station. You remember? Hydro means water. Hydroelectric source, and we have solar panels that is directly through the sunlight. Most of the energy is used by humans come from non-renewable resource. Normally, whatever we are using is non-renewable. But renewable resources can be replaced almost as quickly as they are used up. The sun's energy is a result of nuclear fission. Remember, I showed you sun and earth. When I was talking about sun, I told you how the two atoms, they fuse together, by which two or more nuclei fuse together to form a large nuclei. Solar energy warms earth and moves air masses and some ocean currents. It also fuel plants. You know that everything is indirectly connected to sun. Like even we eat plants and plants make their food from sun. So even evaporation, what rainfall we get, what the water, the oceans, the beach, they are depending on sun, because without sunlight, the evaporation cannot happen. Humans can harness energy from wind. We can save energy from wind, moving water, plant and animal material. When I say plant and animal material, what comes into your mind?
Earth.
Okay, and directly from the light and heat coming from the sun. Can you read this, one of you who are interested in reading? One of you, please read this, one source of energy.
Can I read this?
Okay.
One source of energy from within Earth is the decay of
radioactive elements. The example of
radioactive elements in Earth.
Okay, wait a second. The radioactive element example what I gave was uranium. Read it out. After one point, please give me a break to tell something about it.
Radioactive elements in Earth's mantle and crust caused by nuclear fission.
Okay, next, the second.
Me?
Yes, continue.
The second source of energy within Earth is energy stored during Earth formation.
Okay, the second type of energy is the stored energy during the Earth formation. That is rocks, minerals, when the Earth was forming. During that, the heat produced from these sources radiates outwards towards the Earth's surface. Humans can harness this heat due to use an energy source. We can save this heat, we can use this heat as an energy source. Trees are renewable resources because you can plant them again. However, some forests are being cut down but are not being replanted. Some forests you can cut down, but because it takes many years again for trees to grow. In a time, others are being cut down and replaced with buildings. Normally, nowadays, we replace those big plants and trees with buildings. If this process continues, eventually these forests will no longer be considered renewable resources because it takes years. If I'm talking about forest that is full of trees and big trees, so they say the renewable resource trees can become non-renewable if people don't use it properly and cut down those trees like that. 1 minute. Okay. How do humans use wind energy and how do humans get energy from water? We are going to read about it. Do you see this picture, girls? Even yesterday, I've shown you the pictures of windmills and how the wind powered water pump can pull water from deep underground when electricity is not available. The wind powered water pump, because of the windmill, it can pull the water up. So we will see all this before we start with hydroelectric energy. Okay. Who wants to read it now? Zishan?
Yes, miss.
Can you read it?
Yes, okay. How do humans use wind energy? Wind energy uses the force of moving air to drive an electric generator or do other work. Wind energy is renewable because the wind will blow as long as the sun warms earth.
Wait a
Wind
minute.
energy
Wait a minute. Wind energy, of course, when I say wind, the air is moving with some force. What does it do? Because of the wind energy, when that windmill started rotating very fast, okay, it drive an electric generator or to other work. And why is it called as renewable resource? Because wind will blow as long as the sun warms earth. Because of sun warming the earth, the fluctuations will lead to wind. Yes, continuation.
Wind energy is harnessed by machines called wind turbines. Clusters of wind turbines called wind
You know how
farms.
wind turbine look like, girls? That a tall building with like fan. It looks like that standing fan, the table fan. Yeah, clusters means group, girls. Clusters means so many wind turbines.
Clusters of wind turbines called wind farms generate large amounts of electricity.
With one wind, but with one wind machine, you cannot move the turbines. You have a machine, that tall table fan that is connected to wind turbine. Those so many wind turbine, they're called as wind farm. They generate large amount of electricity. Even yesterday I was showing in the video that it gives 3 million tons of electricity. How do humans use wind energy? Yes, Dana, you read, and Zishan, you read. Now, Miral, can you read this? Miral, good.
Yeah, I'm here.
Come on, can you read this page? At one point, you need to, be quiet so that I explain it. Come on, continue.
Okay, how do humans use wind energy? Wind energy has several disadvantages.
Okay.
Wind farms can be placed only in areas that receive large amounts of wind.
Okay. Wind energy has several disadvantages. What is this disadvantage? See, everything has a good and something bad about it. Okay. Now, when I say wind farms, you can imagine so many fans standing in front of you. You know the table fan? Okay. So many of them are there that receive large amount of wind. And when all of them are moving with a greater speed, what happens after that? It generates electricity, what I have shown you in the video yesterday. Production and maintenance. Yes, continue the second line, Viral.
Production and
Maintenance
of the
equipment
inexpensive and
okay.
Of pollution.
Some pollution. You know, Miral, what is pollution? Pollution is something which is caused, like example, everyone is throwing somewhere some trash, not in the garbage, not in the trash, and they're just putting down. We call it as pollution. Like that, we have water pollution, we have air pollution. Okay, so this production and maintenance of this wind farm is not that easy. It is very expensive. When I say expensive, means it costs more. The turbine blades, the last line please read it, Miral?
Turbine blades can be
hazardous. The word hazardous means it's dangerous. The turbine blades, those blades when you see, like example, can you put your finger into the fan which is moving round and round? No. It's sharp, right? It's sharp. It will cut your hand. The turbine blades can be hazardous to birds. Imagine those birds which are flying in the sky and they come near those blades. Don't you think so? They will die. They will cut into pieces.
They will.
Yes. What will happen to the birds? They will die. So
they will die.
Yeah, we have disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? First, it is very costly. Second, it's dangerous. It's hazardous. Okay, now let me just go for the video. Okay, girls. So yesterday we have watched about what all, girls? We watched those 4 things. Can anyone summarize and tell me? Can someone say me? What were the 4 things which could give us electricity through the natural process? Yes, Judy?
Yes.
Can you tell me? What were the 4 things that could generate electricity through what all I explained you?
If your voice is laggy, I couldn't hear.
Because the net connection.
Welcome to the lesson, Renewable Energy Resources, where you'll learn about types of renewable energy and how we use them. The vocabulary terms for this lesson are energy.
Yeah. Zishan, please once again read the vocabulary terms. Please read out the vocabulary terms. Can you see here the vocabulary terms?
Yes.
Are you there, Zishan?
Yes.
Please, Zishan,
Yes.
read it out.
Okay. Energy resource, wind energy, hydroelectric energy, solar energy, biomass, geothermal energy.
Okay, so we have energy resource, we have wind energy, we have biomass, hydro.
Do you know which of these are renewable energy resources?
We have to continue from this, right? Because yesterday we watched our video till here. So which shows a renewable energy resource? Look at the picture.
Windmill.
Solar panel.
Solar panel, who's saying that? Good, good. We have solar panels because it is from sun. Very good.
Correct. Solar panels use solar energy, which is renewable.
Okay,
Windmill.
Anna? Coal, is it a renewable or non-renewable source of energy? Coal?
Non-renewable.
It's non-renewable. Very good. Why? What is the reason?
Because the total finish one day.
Okay. Now, so, and how about the gasoline? Yes? Miral, how about gasoline? Is it renewable or non-renewable?
Gas.
Gasoline, is it non-renewable or renewable?
None.
Or gasoline or petrol?
Non-renewable.
Very good. It is non-renewable. So here there are two things which are renewable. That is sun and wind, because that will last forever. Okay, that is not something, because of sunlight, you can see different phases of winds. So we have windmill and we have solar panels, which are renewable energy resources.
That's right. Windmills use wind energy, which is renewable.
Can you hear?
Nice work.
Think?
Windmills and solar panels harness energy from wind and the sun, which are renewable energy resources. The petroleum in cars and coal used in coal-burning power plants are non-renewable energy resources. Renewable energy resources are those that can be replaced as fast as they are used.
Okay, so let us go next page.
Renewable energy comes from resources that are replaced in the environment at least as fast as we use them. Renewable energy has two major sources, the sun and earth. Any of the renewable energy resources we use originate as energy from the sun or earth. Click the images to see different types of renewable energy.
Okay, what is this called? What is this called? What was I explaining about it? It's called a, what is windmill? Very good. So when we have lot of windmills together, that's what today class I was explaining you. When you have lot of windmills together, so what is it called? It's called wind farm. And what are the disadvantages? What is not good about it? That they are very expensive. Okay, they are very expensive. And these blades, what you see here, they're very sharp. They're very sharp. They can harm birds. Those are flies.
Dangerous to birds.
Yes, they can harm the birds.
Wind is a renewable energy resource. The original source of wind energy is the sun. As the sun heats Earth's surface, it causes temperature differences in layers of air in our atmosphere. The uneven heating of air layers causes changes in air pressures that result in wind, which can turn wind turbines that generate electricity.
So did you understand how, because of wind, these turbines, these blades, they move faster and faster, which are connected to some generator that generates electricity.
Okay.
Now next we have solar panels.
Solar energy is a renewable energy resource. Solar panels are made to...
When we say solar panels, these panels receive sunlight and they generate electricity. So first I spoke about windmills and then about solar panels or solar energy. Third, about hydroelectric. The word hydro means water. Let us complete this and then we'll go to the water.
Capture the sun's energy and convert it into electricity. Hydroelectric energy is a renewable energy resource generated from moving water. The original source of hydroelectric energy.
So now girls, in this picture you can see these are dams where they collect a lot of water, and then here hydroelectric dams use moving water to generate electricity. When the water moves in the higher speed, what happens? Because of this pressure of water, okay, and it is connected again to the generators. Those turbines move. You have like small fans inside. Okay, those turbines, those machines are there. That start to move faster and they generate electricity. And this electricity can be sent to the whole city.
Is the sun. The sun heats and evaporates water, which rises into the air as water vapor. The water vapor then condenses and falls to the ground as rain, which contributes to rivers, where hydroelectric dams generate electricity. Biomass is a renewable energy resource.
What are they doing here? They're burning the wood. Wood comes from? Wood, where do trees come from? Trees. So they are burning trees here. Yes, they are burning the trunk of the tree to generate here the electricity, and that also are sources of biomass. And lastly, we will see this and we'll end up our lesson today.
Okay.
Geothermal energy is a renewable energy resource.
Even yesterday I told you, whenever you see this word thermal, remember thermometer. When I say thermometer, that means you are actually seeing the temperature, the heat, how much the body is heated up, or how much the temperature lowers or it gets higher. Okay, the word thermal is always related to heat. That's why geothermal plants use heat from inside Earth to produce electricity or heat homes.
The source of geothermal energy is deep within Earth, where Earth's interior is much hotter than its surface.
You know the layers of Earth, the inner core, the outer core,
Yes.
the mantle and crust. You have been learning from grade 4. So the inner and the outer core are very hot. So even that they take as a source of energy to produce electricity. Okay, girls, thank you. We'll end up the lesson now. And thank you, girls. Have a nice day.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, girls. Have a nice day.